Hello everyone, my name is TuckerTicker and I am very full of food. It's about, what, 4 in the morning where I am? Let's get straight back into what we were doing. Oh, I remember now, we had built a bed, hadn't we? But yeah, I have eaten an awful lot of food recently and that's a zombie. Oh, this is not going to be fun because of course now I can see creepers turning up, can't I? And the zombie isn't dead. Okay, here's what we do. Come on. That's it. Oh, you can burn and die. Oh, that's a creeper up there. That's just not fair. Oh, there it is. Let's run this way a little. Hammer the attack key. Okay. Well, that's that one beaten down. Let's see, are there any more enemies? Okay, we're safe now. I can't remember what on earth I was planning to do, but hey. So yeah, I'm very full of food because I ate lots of food. You know, that's kind of how this sort of thing works. Or tends to anyway. I need to move all those down, I think, so that I can actually drag stuff through them. But yeah, I sort of reached the curious situation where I wasn't really eating properly. But when I buy food for myself, I don't sort of take into account that sometimes I literally do forget to eat. I'm busy with various things. So it got to the sort of point where I was like, damn, I actually now need to really pay attention because I have food that's going to go out of date. So today I have spent quite a bit of time just eating food, which was tasty, but I'm very full and I don't want to do it again. I mean, I had some chicken fajitas earlier, which are great. They've got like onion and peppers with them. I tend to like quite spicy food. But yeah, Minecraft. I'm going to clear a lot of this grass because it's in the way of my line of sight when I look here. But yeah, I've been thinking about games in general recently because, as some of you may know, aside from being a student, I'm also technically a games developer. I've got my own game in the works, which has been in the works, has to be said for that was a zombie. Yeah, it's been in the works for quite a while. I've been working on it for quite some time because I have some artists working for me, but they don't always get back to me very promptly, and they've had various problems. One had liver disease briefly, and another one was hit by Hurricane Irene, so yeah, I haven't had the best of luck with my artists and getting the artwork off of them. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Let's get rid of some more of these trees. But I've been thinking an awful lot about sort of how my experience with making games has changed how I look at games. Because I see something like Minecraft, and whilst I know a lot of people sort of thoroughly enjoy the game, I marvel at it for different reasons. I get entertained by this because of things like the procedural generation and that sort of thing. They intrigue me because I don't know how to do it. So I feel like I've got kind of an interesting perspective on things because I both make and play these sort of games. There's going to be more wood in this tree. So it's kind of like I get to look at these things from both sides of the fence, if you know what I mean. There's probably more wood in here than there usually is. Maybe there isn't. Should probably get a farm site at some point. But yeah, this is one of the things I do. I tend to pick apart the games that I play, just Minecraft most of the time for the hell of it, because I can. I mean, Minecraft is a prime example, and were it to be sort of asked of me, I'd know exactly how I'd sort of code in all the jumping and the blocks and that sort of thing. I'd use OpenGL because it's the only real thing that I know how to use with 3D at the moment, but I'm learning still. But there's things like, things like physics and stuff in games I get, it's part of me to sort of know how that works. I just understand it intrinsically. It's how my mind works. But then you've got things like, in Minecraft, the procedural generation of the terrain. I have no idea how the game generates an entire world just using random figures. I can only assume that it'll effectively use random numbers to generate the basis for the world, and sort of it'll generate a random number, and if it's not within an acceptable range, it'll be scrapped and it'll just ask it to do it again. Although the only basis I have for that is a game called Dwarf Fortress, which actually does do exactly that when it generates maps. It'll randomly generate them with a list of constraints, and if it goes outside the constraints, it'll scrap it and start again until it gets it right. And that particular game actually gives you the option to tweak the constraints, and if you mess with them just a little bit, it tends to end up just sort of saying, actually, we're going to not be able to do this because it's just, the odds are just so astronomically small that it happens. And I can't be bothered to wait the sort of 6 or 8 hours it takes to generate a world that is exactly to those sort of specifications. I don't need to. There's no point to it. I'm rambling, I think. It might have something to do with the fact that it's sort of 4 AM, but meh. In fact, I don't grow fast enough for my tastes. I wonder if I could kill some skeletons and use the bone meal on that, because I know that you can, if you kill a skeleton you get bone meal, and you can use bone meal to, on things like saplings, to automatically grow trees out of them, rather than having to wait for the tree to grow naturally. You can do the same with crops. Although I'm not entirely sure how it works with watermelons, because melons are odd. I found this out earlier today. If you take a melon wedge and sort of put it into the crafting section to craft it, you get melon seeds. If you plant the melon seeds, you do get a little melon sapling, I think you might call it, I don't know. A little melon thing. Oh, I do have some bones. How much dirt do I have? I have quite a bit. I am going to make my, do I have a bucket? Of course I have a bucket, I was moving water. Right, let's make this now. I'm going to make my farm. And now I've lost what I was thinking about. Oh well, let's just get this sorted. Right, so now we're up here. I'll actually remove that block in the middle, but I shall wait before doing so. There we go. Is that a cow? Yeah, it is, it's just further down than I was expecting. Oh, what's that? I don't know. Let's cut that out and go around here. I can actually just jump off, that's good. Let's not do that yet. Yeah, this is effectively built this way so that I can climb up here without enemies being able to follow me. Enemies can't climb water quite like that. Or at least they won't be able to once I've built it properly. Now I wonder if crops will grow on it. Where's the sun? Sun is setting. Okay, let's just... That was a bad idea. Let's go back that one then. Let's go in here. Can I sleep yet? Yes, I can. Wonderful. So hopefully no enemies will spawn and I can... Oh, why does it make noises like that? I don't know why they even bother me so much, they're just creepy. Okay, so if I drop down here, and that, and that. Yeah, I don't drown there. So now I can get that hoe that I've got in here, and seeds, and I can go and plant some crops. And then once I've got this, I shall have a renewable source of food that I can just sort of leave lying around. I've forgotten to do something. How many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that one. And I have to go and get some water. I can imagine my voice is actually quite quiet, and I'm not sure why. And I've been kind of out of contact with people recently, so maybe it's because I haven't spoken to anyone in that's a little while, or at least not at any amazingly great length. I think this is part of the thing with being a games developer, you can quite easily lose track of pretty much everything. And you just sort of lose contact with people. I can't remember who showed it to me, but there's a comic which was what happens to you when you're self-employed. I'm fine, that will end one up, I think. Nah, to hell with it, not worth it. Oh, this is a cool new thing. Water now drips through blocks, so you can see where it is if you're digging or something. I'm not sure if it does the same thing with lava. It'd be nice if it did. Put the seeds away, we don't need the hoe anymore. I've got shears, so I don't need to get any more wool. Okay, so what resources do we need next? That will go there. Put those away, don't need the dirt, don't need the stairs, don't need that wood. No point hanging on to the iron, or the bucket, or the sand even. Yeah, that's everything. So, I could go and mine, I know what I can do. Achievements! Which haven't I got? I can not do that because I need eggs. I need to run across chickens. That is really, really very difficult. That is nigh impossible because it's a random chance. Ooh, I could if I had spiders. Will take an awful lot of iron. I need to actually get a diamond. I haven't on this yet. What's that one? Oh, that one sounds interesting. I'm not sure if any of you... What's that? Book, obsidian, and diamond, skill shop, enchantment table. But yeah, I'm not sure if any of you sort of watching this will have ever played Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time all the way through to the end. I think I'm going to go look for some diamonds. But, at the end there is this fight against the last boss. I never saw the beginning bit of it because I was watching a friend play it, and he got stuck on this fight because what you have to do is fight the last boss by effectively playing tennis with him. You knock his sort of energy balls back at him and it damages him. Get 2 stone swords. Just use up the sticks. But yeah, you get to beat Ganondorf by playing tennis with him. I'm sure there's more that happens after that, but I never really found out. Now, if I remember correctly, there was a cavern halfway down here. I should get that out there just for sake of use. Yeah, here it is. I also remember that this didn't actually go anywhere. Yeah, this was a dead end. So let's go up the top and mine a bit out there. And go through the dirt a bit. Yeah. But yeah, I think that achievement with the Return to Sender, kill Ghast with a fireball, is you have to effectively play tennis with the Ghasts and knock their fireballs back at them. Now my brother had a theory, I think it was my brother, that if you find dirt, then there is always something touching it, like iron or what have you. So hopefully if I mine out all of this dirt, I will find said resource. So the next thing should be to perhaps get enough iron to make some armour or something. Although eventually the plan will be to get enough diamonds to make a diamond sword. Make an enchanting table as well. Do I have any reeds? I don't think I do. Or if I do, I haven't placed them. I should grow those, because then I can make an enchanting table and if I eventually find some diamonds. I know that diamonds are most commonly found, I think it was at least, between layers 16 and 10, although you can find them as low down as layer 2, I think. Which I should point out, if I do this, yes, you see where it says X, Y and Z there? Well, X and Z are your sort of coordinates from a bird's eye view looking down on the world, and Y is how high up you are. So if I jump, you'll see Y go up and down. And that's what I mean by layers 16 and so on and so forth. It's where the Y value equals 16 and 10 and whatever else. I'm not sure if my microphone's picking this up, but it's windy outside and it's sort of whistling a bit. I always get a little paranoid about enemies jumping in on me or something. Because they do that. I was playing Minecraft with a friend earlier today and she kept sneaking up behind me and killing me, actually. It's not a creative server, so deaths matter so much. You just respawn. I'm trying to get enough experience together to actually enchant something by murking some cows. Which we spawn, well, she spawned inside the hospital. So for a little bit it was the Bovine Institute of Medicine. Come on, there's got to be something. I don't like how open this is getting now, because it's a more open space. It means enemies can have more space to spawn, and I think there's a constraint on their spawning, which means that if the space is too narrow, they won't spawn at all. Although I know that there's also another constraint, which means that they won't spawn within however many blocks space of the player. This is going to be a very uneventful episode actually, it's just me mining some dirt. I'm tired and I probably shouldn't have done an episode of this tonight, but I really wanted to play some survival. Well, looks like this disproves my theory. Unless this gets somewhere, of course. Do I have more sticks on me? No, I don't. Yep, absolutely nothing. Well, that sucks quite a lot. I'm going to fill that in a bit so that we can actually do that to get it properly. Oh, I'll tell you what I can do. I can go now and look at the surface, and if there's any enemies around I can no enemies around at this stuff. I was actually getting closer to night now. So what I'll do, I shall quickly grow some of my crops using this. And I can show you how it works. So you just... I'm going to go to sleep. Don't sleep at night. Right, let us watch the sunset. I must have literally just hit night when I slept earlier, because I swear it was about this dark when I came in. Let's try. There we go. Get the sword ready just in case it goes wrong. Shouldn't do. There's no way a mob can spawn in that. Wind really is blowing outside. I need to get rid of more of those trees. Tell you what I might do, I might stop recording but carry on playing rather than sort of boring everyone with more of me finding some dirt, and I'll get to the interesting bit of what happens after I've gotten what I need. Well, that's bad, of course, it's on top of the cactus farm. I might move that one over, because cacti have an annoying habit of just sort of... They seem to just absorb items which are dropped on them, which is why you can't really use them to... I do have reeds. Quite a few of them. You can't really use them to farm creatures, because when they drop their items they tend to touch the cacti and then be destroyed. So you can't get them. Anyway. Yeah, I'll stop recording here. I'll think of something interesting to do, then I'll gather the resources to do it, then I'll record it. Yeah, thank you for watching if you stuck this banality for this long, and I hope to see you on the next video.